Yo, what is going on, guys? And in today's video, I will be talking about why you're not sub 10 yet on clock and how to get there. Sub 10 is a huge milestone as you then begin heading into the single digits, and depending on where you live, being sub 10 could rank you fairly high. Now, there are a few different reasons for why you are not sub 10 yet, and I'll be going over each of these individually. Alright, without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's get straight into it. First of all, is hardware. For events such as 3x3, it doesn't really matter if you have the very top of the line and super good cubes. Clock, however, is very different. It is a highly hardware dependent event. So to demonstrate this, I have this $10 Shengshao clock versus this $30 Qi clock. It is possible to get fast at these budget clocks, such as the Lingow and the Shengshao clock. I myself was able to achieve sub 11 with the Shengshao clock right here, although they do take lots of setting up, having to like unscrew it, or having a Lingow clock or Rubik's, you have to actually break it open, and also setting it up and breaking it in. However, if you want to just avoid all of this hassle and get a great clock out of the box, I would highly recommend, if you have a little bit of money to spend, I would get the Qi clock right here. It is $30, so it's a bit on the pricey side for clocks, but I personally think it's worth it for the time and effort it takes just to set up one of the other clocks. Moving right along, up next we have doing DR and DL moves with your thumbs. So, these may feel very unnatural at first, I know it definitely did for me, but with some practice, it becomes much easier. It's important to use your thumbs for DR and DL moves, as doing a rotation, just use a different finger, is highly inefficient and can start lowering your times greatly. Next up, accurate turning and good TPS. I actually have a whole other separate video where I go over a super simple exercise you can do to increase your TPS and turning accuracy. So, if you haven't already, make sure to go click that card in the top right when the video ends, so go ahead and check that out. Alright, next up is having a set pin order. This is all basically just up to personal preference and what works the best for you. The most common pin order, however, is Pachman pin order, and the pin order I use is DL, UL, UR, and then both R. I recommend just becoming accustomed to whatever your personal pin order is, as the more you do it, the more natural it becomes and your solves flow smoother. Last but certainly not least, we have the most important one of all, practice. Clock is not like the other events in the sense that it doesn't really have any algorithms you have to learn, and almost everybody solves it the same exact way. This results in having to do tons of solves and practicing often to get fast at the event. I believe it took me about 600 to 700 solves personally to get sub 10, although this number does fluctuate from person to person. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow, and I'm trying to get to 250 subscribers before the end of the year. Alright, see you guys in the next one.